Who are they?
Weren't their coordinates sent out from the space station?
Who cares? They're here and alive. Do they look like a mannequin to you?
Weak heartbeat and pulse. March, you better do CPR.
Huh? I've never done it before. Don Hung, you do it.
Oh no, CPR.
Wait, stop it. They're awake. Are you all right? Can you hear me? Do you remember your name?
I don't remember a thing.
Aw, this isn't good. Can you try harder? I'm sure you can at least remember your name.
My name is Lider.
Nice to meet you. My name's Don Hung, and this is March 7th. This space station was just attacked by the Antimatter Legion. We came to help with the rescue at the request of lead researcher Asta.
The Antimatter
You're about
Legion?
destruction. You're lucky the most dangerous Lord Ravager among them isn't around. Just some nasty minions.
An emanator of
We'll
destruction.
take those invaders out soon. Don't worry.
And who is Asta?
A petite cutie with pink hair? Madame Herta appointed her to be the acting lead researcher. That girl really needs to step up. I can't believe her own employee doesn't even know her name.
Where should I go?
Back to the Master Control Zone. Asta and the other researchers have gathered there.
Plus, that's where we parked the Astral Express. Don't you worry. We'll protect you from the monsters and clear up this mess.
Who are you
Tom and
guys?
I are members of the Astral Express crew.
Well, the Express has some dealings with Madame Herta, so we come to visit the space station from time to time.
We just so happened to arrive during this invasion. Of course, as a crew of heroes, we're happy to lend a hand.
The Astral Express?
Yeah. You've never seen it? The Express comes here every once in a while.
It's a unique train that can travel between the stars with the power of the Trailblazer Eon.
I'll show you once we're back to the Master Control Zone.
You and March go
Let's
back
go
together.
then.
Arlan from the security department lost contact in the vicinity. I need to find him first.
Oh, all right. You stay safe. Maybe you should bring this. The Legion are rampaging through the space station like a pack of wolves. This trip won't be a walk in the park. It's better if you have something to protect yourself.
I'm gonna have a sci-fi baseball
Just a
bat.
suggestion, though. You're safe as long as you stick with me.
Combat type ice. And combat type physical. Preservation, destruction. So March 7th is a support. Item number 148. Crack up conch. This conch makes a strange sound. It is unlike laughter, but is nevertheless quite humorous. As the after effects of the Legion's invasion have not been completely removed, not all curios in the space station are displayed here. Right, but what about this one? Curio number 269. Joy filtration set. The portable device inside the cube can be used to identify and collect joyous emotions. There are signs that the portable devices have been removed from the cubes. It seems like there is a high demand for joy.
This place is full of fancy little gadgets. Herta's collection. I really don't get why she'd go out of her way to collect them and then leave them here to gather dust.
Here's the rating pistol. Item number 752, rating pistol. This weapon rates creatures on sight using unknown scoring logic. The closed eye of this weird little gun suddenly snaps open as it swirls around for a moment, staring at you with malice. The rating pistol gazed at the linear 84 points, it announced. Is it basing things on clothing color? Don't think so. 84 points. Nice. A curio that has just been contained by the Department of Implement Arts. Even its archival information is not yet available. Another one. What? Every living being should own a complete joy filtration set. One can never have too much joy. Curio number 1381. Total Eclipse of the Heart. A warning notice affixed next to it reads, "Do not activate this without written permission from the space station." What does that do then? Curio management log. Part 1. Profile number 021. Curio designation Astro Rod. Remarks: only as a collection item. Research application is forbidden. Curio profile. A tool invented by Herta researchers to explore the geological structure of alien planets. Mainly made of the 108th elemental metal from a deceased planet. Its body emits a glowing blue radiance, appearing as if the user is holding nothing. The sensor at the end points to where the user came from and guides them on the way back. No matter how hard the geological structure of the planet is, just gently insert the astro rod into the surface of the planet, and it can analyze a great deal of geological data. It is a sacred object in the eyes of those researchers who are fascinated with the study of planetology. Related studies: Chadwick Department of Galactic Geography, Level 2 Researcher History and Future Projection of Astrorod's Development, MISA, Department of Galactic Geography, Level 2 Researcher the Astrorod's Developmental History and Current State. Researcher notes: the Astro Rod, I've heard of it even before stepping foot in the space station, and now I finally can see it in its physical form. When Schilling, Department of Implement Arts. An Astro Rod is said to be the gift that best represents someone's love. An Astro Rod can point her in the direction she desires, and can tell her my feelings for her. Name omitted. Department of Galactic Geography. Don't think I don't know what you're up to. Bernard, Department of Galactic Geography. Profile number 056. Curio designation Light of the Stars, defunct. Remarks: the Curio has been damaged during the invasion of Antimatter Legion. Do not submit research applications. Curio profile: a tiny, pristine and well-decorated box. The container itself is clean and flawless, and it has 9 mini drawers on each of its 4 faces, not including the top and the bottom faces. Within each drawer is a luminescent crystal that corresponds to a color on the starlight spectrum. Currently only contains parts of its original pieces as the Curio is yet to be fully restored. Related studies. Sarah, Department of Insight, Level 4 researcher. An examination on clues about eons conveyed in light of the stars via spectral imaging technology. Department of Implement Arts Level 2 researcher. A study on denoising or something stellar images of light of the stars. Researcher notes. I'm so upset. Only 2 studies before it's my turn and the Legion destroyed it. Emily, Department of Insight. Why does the Department of Insight like studying this thing so much? For all I care, you all are the reason that it's defunct. Name omitted. Department of Implement Arts. Profile number 148. Curio designation, crack up conch. Remarks, do not expose the water. Curio profile, a polished conch covered in a pattern of planetary rings. Hold it to your ear to hear distant jokes told in the conch. As long as you can hold back from laughing, you can slowly obtain the power offered by the being within the conch. Those who try to gain power in this way will eventually die in a depression of unmatched intensity. Legend says 3 previous users are still alive and living in seclusion. Related studies. Due to outdated research data, the crack-up conch will be reconditioned in the near future. All related papers are currently disabled. Please stay tuned. Researcher notes. Thank you, magical conch. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't know what to do when I fell down. Mayor, Department of Insight. What is wrong with this thing? Why does it keep trash-talking me? My blood pressure is through the roof. Just how is it de-stressing? Wen Shikui, or Shiki, Department of Implement Arts. Let's just change its name and call it Crack-Up Conch Corrupted at lead researcher Asta. When will this be updated? Joanne, Medical Department. Alright. Interesting. Trailblazer profile. Oh, right. Support character.
It's the Antimatter Legion. So these crazy jerks made it all the way here. Watch this.
Oh, she's ranged. She has a bow as a weapon. That's cool. What does this do? Provides a single ally with the shield. And this deals minor ice damage to a single enemy.
Right there,
Let's go with the shield.
Let's make it quick.
Because they will probably target her. The white bar below the weakness types indicates the enemy's toughness. Using attacks of the same type as the enemy's weakness types. Right? Select the skill.
Take this!
You can't run! Try that again!
Nice.
You're stronger than you look. Seem to be quite the fighter.
Also, it seems that I may have messed up earlier with the spacebar, because it seems to be pretty sensitive. Right, I can't open this. So it is possible that I just messed it up. I'm gonna try it again later. When I have a spacebar available, that is. I'm gonna get these notifications. I really don't like that you have to click on each individual notification to get rid of them in that event menu.
So we'll take that elevator on the central platform to go down to the master control zone. Do you know the way? I noticed that you're not wearing the space station staff uniform. Do you really work here?
I don't remember.
Huh? You must have been injured. Never mind. I won't ask if you don't want to talk about it. Let's go. I'll take you to the safe zone.
There is another enemy. There is also a treasure chest here. And I can't interact with these. Oh no. So he's weak against the ice. That means I can get the weakness bonus when I start the fight with her.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Right.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
Already ahead of the game. Shield will be displayed on the outer edge of the HP bar. Yeah, this is a triple, right? Target you. Then I'm gonna kill two. Oh. Close enough. I thought I would be able to kill them. When a character takes damage, the shield effect will be reduced first. Makes sense? Let's use the ultimate. And let's check if the spacebar actually works. Oh, never mind. It's a buff. 2 powerful attacks modes. Oh. The ultimate allows me to use either or. So I definitely want to kill these. I guess I'm gonna go with this option.
Just a scratch.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Yeah, spacebar works at least now. So it was just a sensitivity issue. I wasn't
My turn.
pressing it fast enough. My bad.
Let's go.
You can't run. You have the worst luck running into me. Watch this. My turn.
Energy stored in the space anchor can be used to restore HP. Right? But there's a treasure chest here.
Oh, shiny. Ooh, sparkly.
I'm Trailblazer level 2. What is this thing? Right.
I knew it.
It's broken.
But it wasn't me. The Antimatter Legion must have broken it. Too bad Donhung's not here. He's like a walking encyclopedia. He knows a ton of complicated stuff. Maybe even elevator repair.
Oh, he's gonna come right away. You'll see.
I don't know that one.
Yep.
Whoa! Why are you here? And how did you get here before us?
I took another route to the upper level, and I saw you guys from up there. Arlan is in the control room. He's been injured, but not fatally.
You found him. Will he know what to do about this elevator?
I suppose as the head of the security department, he should know.
Then let's go talk to him.
Danheng. Or Danhen. The hunt. And is that wind? No, I don't want to level you up. Oh well. I guess you're my highest level now. So this is broken. Even though it says not authorized. But sure. A special ability that can help with exploration. Interesting. Alright, both are single target.
I told ya I could fight. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Let's go with you. And you
Rules are made to be
take your
broken.
ultimate. And triple blast them.
Take a strike. This
Nice.
is our chance.
Battle over. It was that easy.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Hey, you're all together?
Yep, we're from the Astral Express.
Oh. Did Madame Herta send you to help?
It's just a coincidence. We came to deliver the rare relic Herta trusted us to find. We didn't expect to arrive during an invasion.
Why is the Antimatter Legion targeting you guys? It seems they just ignored the surface of the planet and came straight to the space station.
I have no idea. The Legion came at a very suspicious time, almost right after the security system suddenly failed. Lead researcher Asta immediately began to organize the evacuation. I was supposed to cover everyone as they evacuated, but I didn't expect to end up failing in this task.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Your leg and dominant hand were injured. It was a wise decision to hide here and avoid a head-on encounter with the Legion.
Interesting detail.
Yeah, most of the staff have been evacuated safely. So right now our highest priority is to return to the Master Control Zone and plan a counterattack. So, do you know how to use the elevator? I couldn't start it.
After the evacuation was complete, the elevators were all shut down to keep the Legion away from the Master Control Zone. Since Lady Asta sent you to look for me, I assume she must have given you the encryption key for accessing the elevator system?
Oh, right. She did give me some sort of card.
March.
Well,
Where did I put it?
You.
Here it is.
I have done something like
Now
this
that we found
once.
the key, we should get going. We can use that console over there to unlock the elevator.
I have done that once before. It was a long time ago, but it was, yeah, something. Well, not quite that, actually. Yeah. But something similar. Something is flashing at the bottom right corner and there is a strange icon in the taskbar. Just the first one. The entire screen is filled with surveillance screens, none of which show anything unusual. Alright. Anything else to interact with? This screen seems to be used to monitor unique blind spots. Nothing abnormal is showing up.
Let's go.
Hold on. I only activated the elevator on the highest floor. We'll have to go there to use it. Sorry.
Okay.
The space station was entrusted to Lady Asta by Madame Herta. I must do this for the safety of the Master Control Zone and the staff there. So I'll have to trouble you to take a bit of a detour. Sincerest apologies.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
My leg is injured. I'd only slow you down. I'll stay here and shut down the elevator once you've made it to the Master Control Zone.
You won't slow us down. And you should be able to shut down the elevators from the Master Control Zone. Right?
Agreed. She and I made it here safely, and now we've also got Danhung. We're more than enough to protect you.
Danhung.
Let us worry
Alright.
about the Antimatter Legion. You just follow us and keep yourself alive.
Thank you.
Trust us. Level up traces to comprehensively enhance your character. Activate traces to strengthen the character. Ice damage plus 3.2%. Nice. Can I do this for everyone? Attack increases by 4%. And you? Wind damage by 3.2%. Nice. I think I got an achievement. Yep. Activate or level up character traces 3 times. That, I'm guessing, is a grindable resource, so that will give me something to do. There is another guy. Let's go.
It's too late to repent.
One down.
My turn. Watch this.
No. Oh, never mind. So, right. So I have a dot that I can put on them. Oh, I can't open this. So I have to go there. Can I do something here? No. But I can use this. Hello.
Freeze.
This guy is weak against you, so I'm gonna go with this.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move! You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's go. Take this!
Good hit.
The truth of life and
I
death
forgot.
revealed in an instant. This sanctuary
Oh,
is
wrong
for
target.
vision.
Oh well, it's fine.
You can't run!
Let's make it quick.
You couldn't have done it without me.
The screen is in standby. Verification is required before the screen can be used. But there's a small sticky note attached to the screen. It is forbidden to comment on light cone technology as a researcher outside the research laboratory. It is also forbidden to comment on the Garden of Recollection outside the research room under any identity. Okay. Got another chest.
The repulsion bridge has been shut down?
Yes, to stall the enemy, more or less.
Hello. So you are weak against this guy.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
I told ya I could fight. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Step aside. I have no interest in the tyrant now.
My turn.
Despite it being a turn-based
Past
game,
victories don't guarantee future ones.
it has a really fast-paced combat.
Hey, these shiny things. Are these light cones? I thought only the Interastral Peace Corporation had rare stuff like this.
No. Light cones are Garden of Recollection technology. They allow you to carry memories around. Very potent enhancement items. I heard the corporation paid a lot for the usage rights. But I have no idea how Herta managed to get hold of one.
They were acquired legitimately. That's all I can say. Take them. They're very useful in combat.
Provides stat boost to characters. Offers special abilities if the wearer's buff matches that of the light cone. Alright, so this one gives me HP, attack and defense. And then basic attack and skill damage by 20%. The image on the screen is not very clear. Some components of the display seem to be damaged. Alright. I got another quick read. Fragments of Herta Research Atlas Volume 7 Traffic. Item number Transport 01483. Collection date 2154 AE. Purchase price 2.1 million credits. Market value 1.8 million credits. Handler Wenhuai Ren. Serial 01483 Galactic Emergency Rug. The beige and brown bohemian style rug. Places where woolen tassels should have been are now replaced by small golden stellars that oscillate up and down at the same angle both ways. It will automatically adjust its size within a set range based on the weight of the item it is applied to. It is the most common space survival equipment on spacecrafts. It successfully transported and saved hundreds of passengers in the first large-scale space transportation accident caused by the traffic event brought upon by the Stellaron. Item number Transport 01484. Collection date 2154 AE. Purchase price 180,000 credits. Market value 560,000. And handler is once again Wenhuai. Compound eyes even. A hideous goggle covered with compound eyes like soup bubbles. The user will see 36 different perspectives that together give a 360-degree full view. It is said that this is a daily necessity for crew members conducting warp jumps and hyperspace jumps. In the first traffic jam event caused by the Stellaron, jump ship pilot Prescott Wagner was able to avoid collision with 14 other simultaneously jumping ships due to wearing a compound eye. Transport 01485. A purchase price 37,000 credits, market value 41,000. Colored beacon based. Next to the resplendent colors floating in the void lies a flat tin tube of about 32 centimeters in length and 3 centimeters in diameter. The tube is filled with dark gold gel, which absorbs all known colors and turns into that specific shade in the end. This is a commonly seen emergency item the Nameless carries. Whether in the void of the galaxy or on the ocean of a planet, the colored beacon based will always release a line of brilliant colors on the galactic darkness or on an ocean. It will also adjust its own color contrast and saturation based on the light source and shade of its surroundings. The bright, visually stimulating colors of the colored beacon paste allow the Galactic Rescue to easily spot signs written with it. It was invented by a Nameless who possessed great artistic abilities. This Nameless once experienced a flight incident and was trapped in a barren and desolate star system. In the end, with the use of scraps from a white star fragment, he was able to produce the most magnificent item in the history of search and rescue: the colored beacon paste. There are also galactic bandits who use the colored beacon paste to leave graffiti packed with profanity everywhere in the universe out of ill intentions, a rebellious nature, or an inflated ego. Page 101, page 17,071. Interesting. Also have more tutorials. I guess that was it. Activated another space anchor. there's treasure chest. There's a golden chest over there.
We've reached the elevator already? That wasn't too many monsters. Ugh, probably shouldn't have said that. Might bring bad luck.
You've grown, March.
How can I get there? Oh, hello.
Move carefully.
Oh, that guy is bigger than the rest.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Move carefully.
Rules are made to be broken.
Move carefully.
I have to use this. Now let's get rid of the ads first.
Just a scratch. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant.
Although because you have an ultimate at the moment, then I'm gonna use it on the boss.
You have the worst
Oh no.
luck running into me.
Yup,
With me out here, how
I was already planning to do that.
Let's go.
Bleed.
Take this!
So close to breaking. Oh no.
you can't run!
Ow.
Try that again! My turn!
Her counterattack is literally called
It's too late to repent.
Girl Power.
Just a scratch.
You can't run!
Rules are made to be broken.
$183 damage. Nice. Ow.
Try that again! Watch this! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Victory! Well, that was easy. But that isn't.
Hey, sore losers! You can't just gang up on us!
Hello, drone.
Why does it always have to get this exciting? Anyway, at least you're back.
March, Dunhung, you've been through a lot.
Oh, phew. Himeko, what took you so long? That last wave of antimatter legion came at us like a swarm of locusts. Have you ever tried shooting locusts with a bow?
No.
That wouldn't have made a difference. My orbital cannon can deal with a whole bunch of enemies at once, but I couldn't just blow up the space station with it. Herta would not like that.
Are you alright, Arlan? Asta's been worried about you.
I'm fine. A quick patching up will do. Thanks for asking. I'll report the situation to lead researcher Asta immediately. Bye.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express.
In other words,
Hello.
she's in charge of where the express goes.
March hasn't been any trouble for you along the way, has she?
Think carefully about how you want to reply to that.
This is a nice answer. I've never met a more lively girl in my life. I think that's a good one.
Well, that's the joy of youth. We should take every step forward full of energy. She's a discerning one, isn't she, Don Hung?
I have the right to remain silent.
Look at you all. You've already gotten really close. Come on, Asta's been worried about all of you.
So she's the mommy. She seems to be the mommy of the group. Who won't die? Why did the Antimatter Legion suddenly come here? I don't wanna die here. Mom, Dad, my sweet angel, I miss you so much. I'm too young to die. I got things I still want to achieve on this space station. And I'm sure you will achieve them. Another quick read, also an achievement. Inflict weakness break on enemies 3 times using the Trailblazer destruction in a single battle. Nice. Recording. A Fool's Play. Calamity's Wrath. Seeks Olden Clash. Fool's Play trends divine flesh. The recording tape is embedded in a spotless playback device. It is evident that the researchers have been diligently cleaning it. Push the playback button and the sound of the magnetic tape idling can be heard in the deep silence. Suddenly, a storyteller's gavel strikes and the folding fan whooshes as a sing-song-like narration swells from afar. In the Elden Realm, the sun fleets and the moon creeps, and naught survives where the divine penalty sweeps. Alone the divine light I shall sunder, and pierce the imperial eclipse. In this eve, this is a tale I ought to impart. Calamity's wrath seeks olden clash. Fool's play trends divine flesh. Those of you here must know that among this galaxy of 1,000 stars, there are aeons who care not the world and hide amongst their lands of peace, and the 7 who inspire their foolish followers. In the mumbling prayers of these followers, the name of destruction is often heard. Hark! The divine power of unraveling skies and ravaged earth the word contains must lead the followers who dwell in violence. As if an insect swarm or the eclipse of the sun, this is the legion at which the galaxy recoil upon hearing. The personification of destruction, the ruin author. Someone exclaimed, "Ruin author, what is that?" Another replied softly, "Is it a code word? It feels related to the legion." Someone else answered, "Mr. Storyteller is from Jiangsu. It must be their slang word for..." Of course, in most words, they are also called Nanook. It is said that this legion uses black holes as their furnace, yin and yang, energies as their coal, and everything else as their copper, under the command of Ruin Author and their follower, the monarch of extinction. The legion seeks purification of dead, gold, stars. From whence do they come? The answer is cosmic flood. For what purpose do they act, we do not know. I lament what the Ruin Author's might is insurmountable and forceful of strength. I anger for all against them, seek also to fulfill their own selfish agenda. Against the galactic forces that couldn't hold a candle to them, the Supreme Executioner finally recalled their home world where it was ruled by unjust power. They assembled a force of myriad Void Rangers to demand an answer from their past. Unfortunately, they were met with this surnameless fool guarding the portal. Wielding a rapier with an extraordinary power, the fool dodged most skillfully, like a slippery fish in a pond or a flash of a falling star. The Ruinator did battle with the fool for 7 days and 7 nights, and eventually Golden Ichor seeped out of their divine body. This is the origin of that unhealed wound. Off stage, someone yelled, "For real? This is just something to fool the new people, isn't it?" A security department staff member stopped him. "Be quiet and let Mr. Storyteller finish." In an instant, space and time reversed, and the stars lost their shine, for the Ruinator shifted away with his injury, and his legion scattered. How could observers from the rest of the galaxy just sit and watch the spectacle? They regarded the Golden Ichor as the ultimate object of desire. Some seek to steal it for making Ichor-infused mead. Others seek to destroy it to weaken the Legion's might. Yet another commented loudly, "That's right, exactly. I have heard this. It is rumored in a tavern somewhere in this galaxy that serves this mead on its menu. What was it called?" A reply came, "Bloody Mary?" That garnered a response, "Lame." That person replied again, "It's called the Ruination Filament." The response, "Whoa, that's cool." At one point, an uproar followed the incident. The ignorant left snickering and all returned to their busy lives. Among those who managed to share of the Golden Ichor, one hailed from this space station, our very own Nightfarer. His return caused many staff members to congratulate and revere him, but after pleasantries were made, his character changed. A terrible trouble is brewing, and for the next part of the story, come back next time. A commotion broke out in the hall. That's it? That's not enough? Not going to connect to the invasion of the Antimatter Legion, are you? The whole time, this is a modern fantasy. Shut up and pay, Mr. Storyteller. Come on, continue. Continue what exactly? This is the total hogwash, with a strong opening and getting worse after each beat. I'm leaving. Interesting. Level 4 Ecology Researcher. Another item here. Researcher's memo notes. Dagnabbit, the password changed again? The password is. Remember, the password is redacted. Which uncivilized person blacked out the password? Other people like us need it too. So what's the password now? Does anyone know? The orthodox Capo Kali is Kali Capo. The advertising bot lazily declares, and you are confused about the differences between the two. Welcome to Herta Space Station. You don't pick up any sense of welcome from the lazy and careless female voice coming out of the advertising bot. This plant doesn't smell very nice. It may not be an oxygen producer. Found another one. Fragment of a weekly report by the Department of Ecology Researcher. A piece of paper torn from somewhere, the numerous folding creases mark the rising and falling of the author's feelings. Herta System Week 118. Weekly plan. Complete the in vitro expansion research on small molecule compound combinations. Weekly progress. Can't find suitable compound materials. Only completed hypothesis proposal. Weekly conclusion. No worries. It can be done next time. Week 119. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the medical department and study the automated applications of magnetically controlled microstructure modulation in tissue regeneration. Weekly progress at 50% continuing. Weekly conclusion. I didn't think Joanne would be able to do things strictly by the books and be so efficient. I made at least 5 operation mistakes this week. I need to learn from Joanne. Next time. Herta Systems week 120. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the medical department, study the automated applications of magnetically controlled microstructure modulation in tissue regeneration. And complete the thesis. Weekly progress at 75%. Department of Ecology end complete. Medical department end 0 progress. Weekly conclusion. I heard Joanne was down with some kind of virus. Hope she's fine. Study temporarily suspended. Herta System week 121. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the medical department, study the automated applications of magnetically controlled microstructure modulation in tissue regeneration and complete the thesis. Weekly progress at 75%, no new progress. Waiting on the medical department. Weekly conclusion, this Joanne, excuses galore, just doesn't want to work. Haha. What thesis? Procrastinating again? Haha. My study, my report, my output. Why does the medical department continue to employ someone like this? Shameful. I will never work with her again. Herta System week 122. Weekly plan. Complete the in vivo analysis of homing mechanism of alien cells. Weekly progress. The homing process of cells in the new microenvironment has been understood, and the underlying structure and principles of action need to be followed up. Weekly conclusion. This time is essentially my own effort, but I didn't think Joanne has this kind of connection to acquire alien usher cells. She only has a little bit of wrapping up to do, so I'll help her out this time. Joanne is not too bad. Maybe her procrastination is a little serious, but she's still a kind person. Jeez, there is a lot of stuff. Part 4. Sometimes at night, the mysterious melon fairy will appear on the seed aisle and make the melon you planted about 3 times larger. However, if you only planted snap peas, she will seek you out and punch you. So far I've only gotten punched, so I switched to planting melons. I hope she appears again. Update. The melon fairy in the seed aisle is fake news. That terrible person only said that because she was found out trying to steal my snap peas and punched me. I shouldn't have trusted her. Update 2. Dear friends, I am rescinding my statement before. The melon fairy is not a divine being, because I did see her. She said she wanted to write my report for me. Another person's handwriting. Just stop. This is a hallucination caused by the hallucinogens from our department leaking into the fertilizer. Wake up. There will be no pretty melon fairy coming to help any of you complete the reports. Jeez. Okay.
That's right! That's right! The resentful spirit's senseless obsession turns into a tangible hand, and the shadow of the old disaster will conceal the heavens. That's exactly what was written on the Mystic Scroll of Eons. It refers to the followers of Nanook, the destruction using antimatter to create a galactic weapon of war. I didn't think I'd be fortunate enough to witness Oh, have you also come to witness the power and miracle of the Eons? Then go over there. There's a good spot right there. Beware of any interferences from your mortal body when observing. You must seize every detail. When an eon appears, even the tiniest trace must not be missed.
Okay. Here is another space anchor. Researcher Notes Part 5. The cleaning robot with the bold patch in the base zone is peak AI. If you give it some tips, it will bring you to a malfunctioned restroom cubicle with all the rare curios it stole. A complete lie. That bold patch cleaning robot even has a shredder function. Who in darnation gave it that function and wrote it down to prank people? It is even a printer. Friends, this is the admin's cleaning robot. Our space station's specialty of efficient working. Okay. Sure. What is this? No idea. I got an achievement. Dissertation proposal. Collect 10 readable items in the Herta space station. And the one I got is another researcher's memo note, and this time part 3. If you feel you can't complete your work, congratulations. At least you still retained an objective awareness of the external environment. What if I think I can do it? Hey, who scribbled on my note? You know, the medical cabin on the space station is pretty cutting edge. The fees are also borne by the IPC. Let me sincerely advise the two people above to seek help. Tottonids are rocks. To the researcher of the unbearable weight, Curio. I heard you are the expert on galactic biodiversity, so I would like to present to you a few questions I have been asking myself. I hope your answers will bring some enlightenment to my path. Before this I have, through various formal and informal meetings, spiritually infused, and regular paper letters, participated in passionate debates on whether Tottonid are silicon-based lifeforms or just rocks. However, there are still questions that beg to be answered. As we know, the discipline in which you operate has defined Tottonids as silicon-based lifeforms that communicate with internal electrical signals. However, they have already become extinct through the long amber eras, leaving behind only a crown encrusted with the thought monotectic of past monarchs. The Curio unbearable weight. Excuse my ignorance, but I have a few questions. Number 1. Since Tottonids allegedly communicate with electrical signals, no one in this galaxy would be able to decipher their thoughts, language or history. So then, you can claim that said electrical signal exists, but I can also claim that said signal does not exist. How can we determine its falsifiability? Number 2. Since it is not falsifiable, maybe the racial history of the Tottonids was just a fabrication of the history fictionologists since the beginning. Number 3. In this space station, aside from specific individuals, most researchers don't usually step out of the comfort of their labs, and therefore there had been no one who traveled to planet Totton to verify and study this claim. Simply obtaining a crystal crown and the grand history that is, again, unverifiable, had determined that the Tottonids are lifeforms with a long cultural history. Isn't this going against the criteria of research? Number 4. In the interdisciplinary summit in the space station, the Department of Galactic Geography listed the mineral composition of the unbearable weight in a detailed report and defined it as a rare mineral cluster. However, the Department of Ecology named it a thought monotectic construct of an extinct race and claimed the Curio as their own. This in my humble opinion, is no different than that of a pirate. After much thought and many restless nights, I have decided that I could not bear the thought of your good name being sullied due to misguided Curio categorization. I also could not bear the thought of my discipline, the Department of Ecology, being stampeded under the strong-arming ways of a certain department. The reason for my composing of this letter and my blathering is merely so that I can convey 3 sentences which are: Tottonids are effing rocks. A straightforward Department of Galactic Geography researcher. Okay. Will we ever meet these Tottonids? There's a small sticky note attached to the screen. If any researchers cannot complete identification by fingerprint or face recognition due to limb and or facial damage, please contact the security department for special identification. That makes sense. This is a primitive chromosomal based organism. Species of the galaxy, Wubbaboo. On the surface, this book is no different from any other, but upon closer examination you will find that it is surrounded by a layer of stellar light as if imbued with a hidden spell. The encyclopedic information on Wubbaboo is recorded on the open page of the book. You can turn the page with your hand, but the content will always remain the same. It's almost like flipping through a book of sifting sand. It seems that you need some sort of authorization to read the other contents. Some sort of key. Galactic species serial number Spiritual number 415. Species name Wubbaboo. Galaxy nickname Wubba, Jinx, Mischievous astral spirit. Category Kingdom spiritual organism. Class astral spirit. Order shapeless. Family spirit essence. Species Heliobus or Heliobus. Research summary. Spiritual organisms represented by astral spirits can be traced back to the recorded beginnings of the Amber Era. The Leviathan's conception theory believes that some elder Leviathans were run aground after the Dusk Wars. During their lengthy slumber, their decomposed cells became the seedbed for organic organisms, and their dissipating life force became wandering astral spirits. However, more and more scholars have begun to publicly denounce the Leviathan's conception theory in recent years. Other nascent theories are not included here. In the beginning, the astral spirits did not possess individual wills, and all they did was float and wander aimlessly in the galaxy. During the Trailblazer, as the Nameless traveled between the galaxy, the astral spirits became allured by the humans' freedom of travel. The mortal beings possessing the strong emotions of love and lust made a strong impact on the barren core of the astral spirits. Humans have become the most desirable hosts for astral spirits. The astral spirits would follow the scent of emotions and find their prey, possess their body, and turn the host into a mindless walking corpse. Hosts that aren't able to fuse with the astral spirits will die on spot. A verified case of a nameless named Erwin Hessler became possessed by an astral spirit and managed to form a symbiotic relationship with it. Those possessed by astral spirits and ended in tragedy are lost as time goes on. Afterward, these types of spiritual organisms hid and blended into human society. Their exceptional abilities to sense emotion and control people's hearts and minds are feared by many. Wubbaboos have inherited the abilities of their astral spirit ancestors, but are not as deadly. On their own, Wubbaboos enjoy scaring people and appear as ghostly, semi-transparent, shifting forms. After attaching itself to a host, the personality of the host will change dramatically and their behavior completely altered. After committing a series of pranks, the host will regain consciousness. If the brutal acts of astral spirits are for the purpose of possession and evolution, then Wubbaboo's roaming would purely be for fun. That's right. They go around being mischievous for no specific reason and would leave after they get bored. Their ruckus would end and the host would return to normal, but the damages caused along the way cannot be salvaged. According to the space station's Adler's tier system, Wubbaboo falls under the medium containment level. Although it does not pose a deadly threat, it does have the potential to cause a lot of trouble and should be kept from breaking loose. Interesting. Even more. There's also a screen here. And I can listen to these guys.
Leslie! Sir, I need to go. I need to go find Leslie.
Stupid boy, is your head not screwed on right? You're leaving over my dead body. I'll knock some sense into you yet. Hey, where do you think you're go?
There's a small sticky note attached to the screen. Please do not touch exposed electrical wires. Avoid the route and notify the security department. Researchers who are in a position to do so can set up simple barricades around the area to prevent others from approaching. Oh, Researchers Notes Part 6. The redacted keys between the redacted and redacted keys on this terminal have malfunctioned. I'm sticking a note here to inform everyone that this has been reported in the staff system and is awaiting technician's repair. If you're passing by, take note. My research data is still inside. Do not touch. So why don't you just say which keys aren't working? Because those keys are not working. Makes sense? Did I miss one? Yeah, I did. There's another one.
Down and think about what she would do in such a disaster. 10 cups of coffee, a pill, or maybe hide in a room full of mystic scrolls of eons. Oh, that's bitter coffee. So bitter. Too dang bitter. Oh, sis, where are you? I'm so scared.
Oh, species of the galaxy. Oh, Tottonid already was. Oh no. Tottonid was on a different thing. This is an actual thing. Galactic species serial number, inorganic number 27. Species name, Tottonid. Galactic nicknames, Electric Giant, Glowing Star, Polyhedron, Respiring Boulder. Category, Kingdom Inorganic Organism, Class Silica, Order Monotectoid, Family Petragigas. Research summary. The homeworld of the Tottonids is a planet plagued by catastrophic storms. It was said that tornadoes that pass through will destroy everything in its path, leaving only the strongest and most resilient lives. This species appears as a translucent crystal with an internal logic center, called a dot monotectic. Two individuals of this species would communicate with each other by emitting electric signals through this organ. Their language, psyche, and history are unknown to the galaxy. In the era of the Mecha Wars, Tottonids were loyal sidekicks to the Mechas. After their defeat, the Tottonids were eradicated by organic creatures and became extinct. Tottonids turn into mineral ores after their passing, and their past disease develop into splashes of colors within their bodies. The Toton planet thus became a cavernous rocky planet blighted with storms. When the fires of... Coincidentally, there is a storm right outside here at the moment, so... Nice. When the fires of war cleared, only a royal crown which embodied the history of its monarchy was left behind in the silent winds. Related Curio, unbearable weight. A Curio kept within the confines of the space station, appearing as a crystal-encrusted crown. It's actually the imperial crown from the silicon-based lifeforms of the Toton planet, a living fossil of the monarchy's history. According to rumors, each deceased Tottonid emperor will have their logic center embedded in this crown, composed of the logic centers of previous emperors. The Tottonids believe this crown brings the wisdom of generations to its rulers. It's also the reason why the rulers of the Tottonid have always been unusually large, heavy, and beautiful. In the past few Amber eras, there are scholars who believe that the crown actually stores racial memories and basic cells of the Tottonids. They also believe that exposing the crown to moonlight would allow them to touch the buried history of the race. With the kindling of life from the Aeon, these lost people of yesteryear can be given a rebirth. Interesting.